Spent quite a bit of time getting this Reflecta 1002 diameter AF slide projector going because it had a stuck slide in it. And after all that exploring, it's time to give a quick summary of what I actually did to fix it. So first things first, remove the lens. And the problem with this machine was that there was a slide jammed in it. So I had to carefully get the slide out or wiggle around until I could get this storage pack out of the way, because it's portable and there's a slot for the cord and other parts in this piece that blocks the slide tray area. But after getting this pulled out, I discovered that the slide ejector had bent and was jamming in here. I don't remember if the slide carrier was facing the correct direction. It's very hard to put the wrong way in, so I assume it was facing the correct way. It needs to snap in position because there is a block that this pushes to release the slide mechanism. You can see without it in, this mechanism won't slide open. So removing the slide carrier and then lifting this cover, which has the door for changing the lamp under it, to access all of this only requires removing the single screw underneath there, and this lid comes right off. Now, the problem was that this piece here had been twisted, either from jamming or sitting in storage or something, because it's plastic, and it was, I'm going to push the trigger here to let it slide over. It would get this far, and because it was bent, it was catching here and jamming, instead of being able to make a full cycle for a slide change. And then because this piece was bent, when it came back this way, this square end here was hitting that trigger instead of passing it, because this section goes past that trigger, and I gotta hold my stop down again. And the shorter step here was supposed to hit the trigger to let the machine know that the slide is back in place. So if I have the slide carrier in, plug it in, and then the remote is here. The remote has an autofocus control. That's what this big switch is. And then the manual focus is this toggle that goes left and right. It has a pointer or a small lamp. That's what this small black button is, a lamp. And then the big orange button is the slide changer. So with access like this, the actual main lamp switch is on the back here. But with the machine open here and access like this, there's no main power switch, just plugging it in. I was able to put a drop of my tri-flow oil on the motor bearings on each side to make sure that those are in good service. And you have access to inspect the square belt in here. This one seems fine. It doesn't seem to have any like hard spots where from sitting it, you know, developed a severe curve on the small part of the belt. So everything seems to be in order there. And that was the repair, was to get in here and then warm this piece up and twist it so it's aligned square. So it's aligned square across here for sliding. Because like I said, it had been twisted a bit, so it would hit here, and when it went back, it also caught on the other side. Yeah, but that's the main full access for this machine. When I didn't know how to fix this, or was trying to double check how to fix this, I took the bottom off. The bottom, all that is under there is plastic. So if you have larger problems with the main ejector mechanism, it has a big plastic rotating arm under there. You may need to get under there, but that would be basically an all plastic repair that you'd be doing. So I'm going to put this cover back on, and it just sits in place, and our screw goes back in. And this cover here doesn't snap closed, it's just held shut with the plastic lid that snaps on that trim piece. And then our slide carriage goes in place, and our lens gets pushed in until it connects. And then you can manually pull the slide changer out to set a cartridge of slides in, and the slide cartridges number from 1 to this says 50, and they push in from what would be the back side of the projector. There, and that would load the first slide, and then it'll move one at a time. And I don't believe that this projector allows reversing, but you can slowly and gently pull the slide cartridge backwards, because the feed gear, it's got a feed gear in here. The feed gear is friction drive, so that you can gently slide it forward and backwards without using the ejector mechanism. With the ejector out, this storage piece goes on the back and then slides forward, and sliding the ejector in locks this in place, and then you can coil up the cord in the storage space here. the quick and dirty repair and testing of this slide projector.